morning, konnichiwa, and selamat pagi. Assalamualaikum. I am Novi. I am honored and very pleased to be your host today. Firstly, I would like to greet Professor Kaneko and team from Hiroshima University, and then also invited guests from Indonesian Embassy in Tokyo, if you may join. Invited guests as well from Persada, Persatuan Alumni dari Jepang, if you may also present here. Professor Hassan Firji, who's been with us preparing the meeting. And of course, all of you, the alumni of Hiroshima University from all over the world, welcome to this Hiroshima University International Office special web event in Indonesia. We are here today in order to discuss the preparation of Indonesian chapter for Hiroshima University alumni, or IHUAA, or Indonesian Hiroshima University Alumni Association launching. So this is the third meeting. The first one was in June this year to discuss the ideas of founding this organization. One of the activities ideas at that time was to conduct some webinar, which was the first one was later held in July. So to you who have not joined those meetings, you may check later the recording on Hiroshima University website. Before we start, I would like to remind you that this meeting is recorded and photos will be taken and then later will be published on Hirodai website. So today our main goal is to address three main issues that will be later established in a charter document, which is the foundation of this alumni association. Our agenda will start with Professor Kaneko's opening remark and then followed by the discussion. So allow me to explain about the topics first. The first topic is about the main activities of IHUAA, and this discussion topic will be chaired by Bapak Iqbal Jawad or Iqbal Sang. And then it's about what are we going to do in this association. It can be in various sector activities. The second one is office, staff, and legal status of Indonesian chapter. And this discussion topic will be chaired by Bapak Sumarsono Sudarto or Sono-sang. It's about the office location, requirement for the staff, and the registration process. And then the last topic is the funding, or that will be chaired by Bapak Awaludin Nurmianto or Awal-sang. It's about the membership fees and other financial sources from companies, public sectors, etc. So there were some ideas already came up in the previous meeting that have given the rough image of how this IHUAA gonna be. And today we are going to discuss them more sharply so that the charter document or the outline policies of this association can be prepared and then hopefully can launch this IHUAA officially by next year. Oh, before that, today the host supposed to be Mai-sang actually, and she is the Indonesian alumni who since beginning founding these ideas of the establishing the organization together with Professor Kaneko, but she has another agenda today. Maybe she will join later and can also give comments if she can. So not to use the whole of your beautiful Saturday time for this meeting, we expect to complete this meeting by 10:30 Indonesian time. So, okay, so to begin, let's invite Professor Kaneko to give the opening remarks to Kaneko Sensei. Please, the time is yours.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you online. I'm very, very pleased to have this online event as a part of our Alumni Homecoming Day event on Hiroshima University in person today. So I just joined the opening ceremony of our homecoming day at the Higashi Hiroshima campus of Hiroshima University 1 hour ago. And then still this online, on-campus homecoming day events are going on campus. And I'm not sure whether you can access some of the cameras on our campus. This is beautiful days, and then see the color of leaves of orange and autumn leaves and so on, as you are very familiar with our Higashi Hiroshima campus. So I'm very, very pleased to have this opportunity for international alumni to be connected online as a part of this homecoming day. I think this is a first initiative for international office to have this online event with the international alumni on the day of homecoming day of Hiroshima University. And at the same time, as already Nobi-san explained, this is also a part of a continuous effort. I mean, I would say a new effort for exploring the new collaborative partnership of, with international alumni and the Hiroshima University to have new types of alumni association. So I'm very much pleased to have a very productive discussion today with Indonesian alumni. At the same time, because today is a homecoming day, we made this opportunity open to everybody globally for HU partners and alumni. So I'm not very much sure that how many of those international alumni outside of Japan and Indonesia participate today, but I really would like to, have this as a very important initiative, but eventually in the future, this would be the important model for expanding the other part of the world with our alumni in the world. So this is a very important first step for this international office, and I would like to have a very successful output from this discussion today. And many of the items to be discussed today is still open. So I very much also like to, have your innovative idea and new suggestions for making this new initiative fruitful. And then I really appreciate you to be connected and partnered with the Hiroshima University in your lifelong, careers. So I once again, very much appreciate your participation today, and then looking forward to collaborating and working with all of you today. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Kaneko, for giving the opening remarks. So since some participants just joined, so allow me to repeat that we have 3 topics today. The first one is about the main activities of this alumni association. And then the second one is about the office, staff, and legal status of Indonesian chapter. And the last one is about the funding. Okay, so as I mentioned before, there were already some ideas came up in the previous meeting that already given the rough image, but today we are going to discuss them please more sharply so that we can prepare the document of the association more ready for the launching. Okay, so now let's start with the first topic regarding to about the main activities. Here we have Pak Iqbal Sang as the chair, who will give the presentation in 5 minutes, and hopefully the discussion can be wrapped up in 15 minutes. I will act as the timer also today, so pardon me to remind you when the time is about to finish. I need you all to be very time efficient, and to do it, please type your comments or ideas on the chat box first, or raise hand, use the feature of raise hand on Zoom, so that Iqbal Sang can allow you to speak whenever possible. Okay, so now I let the time and screen to Iqbal Sang. Please, Iqbal.
Thank you, Mbak Novi, Prof. Kaneko Sensei, and all of the team of Hiroshima International Office in Hiroshima. Thank you for the opportunity to chair the activities group. So please allow me to share my idea. But as Professor Kaneko said before, that this is we can improving all of the idea here, and then discuss with the other friends from the all of alumni association in Indonesia. Terima kasih teman-teman dari alumni yang di Indonesia. Please allow me give the idea how to engaging Hiroshima University alumni in collaborative partnership. I said hope that our relationship in the future, it seems like a reciprocal. So it seems like a collaborative partnership. So what do we want to achieve? This is the question, a big question in the how to engaging Hiroshima University alumni. So I have put 5 questions. I'm sorry, I'm make a mistake in the last of question. The question 1: how does the Hiroshima University benefit from the alumni associations? And then the question 2: how does Hiroshima University Alumni Association members benefit from being in partnership with the university? Of course, it means the Hiroshima University. The question number 3: what factors prohibit positive alumni activities in the Hiroshima University? And then next question number 4: what are the expectations of Hiroshima University alumni members about Hiroshima University? And the last question is question number 5: what are the expectations of alumni members about Hiroshima University? So the questions need to answer. So the answer of all of the question will be based on our program. So I'm trying to make a summary of this question and then answer the question with the program that we can do in the future. So I have 3 idea of the collaborative partnership program and activities. Of course, as Kaneko Sensei said before in the beginning, that this is we can improving the idea from all of you. So I hope in the next discussion, 15 minutes discussion, we will put another idea that we can achieve in the future. The first one that I offer, the idea that the program that or activities that we can do. The first one is offers expertise to current students and alumni. In the first meeting and the second meeting in last 3 months ago, I believe I had already over this issue. So how to offer expertise to current students and alumni? We can organizing online or offline seminars involving alumni students and industry based on current and future issues. I believe the previous webinar that Hiroshima International Office and Indonesian alumni did 2 months ago. I didn't remember that we one of the experts from the Sumitomo give us enlightening how the industry do in Indonesia and the future. So maybe in the future, online or offline seminars is not only coming from the Japan side or Hiroshima University side, but also will be coming from the alumni side Indonesia to share the experience and the situation or anything to all of the Hiroshima University student or the staff. So it seems like reciprocal from Hiroshima University give us a seminar or enlightening, and then another one alumni also can give will have opportunity to present their experience. The second one is provide networking opportunities. I believe this kind of the activities already happen because like now Hiroshima International Office already share, distribute even e-seminars and virtual events to promote camaraderie. Camaraderie is the friendship between Hiroshima University and alumni, all of alumni of Hiroshima University. The third one is trying to design mobile-friendly content. So if we can working together, National Office and Hiroshima Alumni Association in Indonesian chapter can design mobile-friendly content, we have a opportunity for alumni to quickly report and announce activities held in their respective places. So friends of alumni in Jakarta, in Medan, in Surabaya, in Makassar, and another places in Indonesia can share very quickly all of the activities that have correlation between Hiroshima University and alumni in Indonesia. And on, of course, more spread between Japan and Indonesia. Thank you very much, Novi. That's all. So we can improving this idea in discussion series. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Iqbal-san, for giving the introduction of this topic. So today I just write on the chat box actually. So all of you are very welcome to give ideas and comments or even questions. Maybe to make it more efficient, you can type on chat box first, or if you need to speak directly, then please use the feature of raise hand. So anyone, we can start the discussion now. We have around 50 minutes for this session. Maybe someone can give a comments, or maybe start from one of our presenters today too, maybe Awasa or anyone.
So very quickly, for the first, thank you very much for your input. So the first one, I mean, the webinar, seminar, that are, I think I agree that is one of the very important activities. And although, I mean, see that we do a lot of online webinar and open, not specifically to specific alumni partners. And then the question is how we design to make very special to our alumni or among the alumni members. So there is a kind of design challenge for those, planning challenge for making the webinar series or seminar series type to be special to our needs. So I generally agree that those, the sharing expertise and seminars are important activities. But then I think we need more discussion how we can specially arrange and plan to meet the specific needs for those. I mean, reciprocal and mutual benefit are I think, important. So how we can incorporate those mutual needs into the design of the seminar. Thank you. That's my comment.
Thank you for Kaneko for giving the comments. So yes, we need to make it more specific to meet our needs, especially maybe the color of Hiroshima and Indonesia. I mean, why Hiroshima University and why Indonesian alumni? It maybe we can address some issue that we've been facing, not just Indonesian but also Hiroshima, regarding the webinar, or maybe yeah, Pak Iqbal.
Okay. So thank you, Kaneko Sensei. That in my opinion, I assume that in Indonesia right now, if I see already 100 of alumni right now working in Indonesia. So those and them maybe have a experience that we can share to the all of the civitas academica of Hiroshima University to how to say to apa ya to show that alumni of Hiroshima University in Indonesia really have a chance to sharing another knowledge to all over the world through Hiroshima University. For example, right now in Indonesia we have how to say head of the BRIN research Indonesian Research Institute. So Pak Handoko maybe someday give sharing the situation of the prison status of the Indonesian research activity in Indonesia. Another one of the alumni, Professor Kadir, right now have a position right now in charge as Director General of Medical pelayanan itu apa ya?
Service?
Medical Service of Ministry of Health of Indonesia. And another friends from industry from Hiroshima University. If you agree with that, maybe next meeting in Hiroshima Hiroshima University Alumni Association Indonesia will arrange or will making schedule maybe 3 times a year or 4 times years from Indonesian side. Of course, from Japan side also will be, we hope to do activities same with from Indonesian sides. That's all, Kaneko Sensei. Maybe another friends maybe have idea.
So I think we agreed on the webinar or sharing that the first activities, the topic can be anything and it can be 3 to 4 times a year from both sides. Okay, so any other idea of activities other than sharing of this? And oh yeah, and Pak Iqbal, we need to have a like special theme or series maybe to make it, like Professor Kaneko mentioned, meet the need of Indonesian and Hiroshima side. Okay, so we have a comment here from Pak Triyono. First, the most important thing is what is the benefit to be the committee of this association, because committee is the most important part of the activities of this association. And that's the second is bottom-up process is also important to know the aspiration of the member so that the committee could develop which match their needs. Exactly, Triyono-san, this is the forum of what you mentioned on the second comment. This is exactly what we are doing right now, opening the forum so that everyone can give comments and ideas. We need you all to make this association have can create the best activities for everyone, for both sides. So, any comments on this, Pak Iqbal or Professor Kaneko?
As far as I know, the committee section will be established. And then we will talk after this session, because we trying to focus this session with the activities. So the question from the Karmaji-san in the chatting box, could you please, Pak Iqbal, to explain the coming activity plan nearly for us? So I will confirm to answer that the activity in the nearly maybe to do webinar from the expertise from Indonesia or from Japan side. Is it to answer the question, Pak Karmaji-san?
Yeah, yes, I think exactly. Pak Iqbal answered my question, and I try to follow your idea, and this good idea. Thank you.
Okay, so here I see Awasang raised hand.
Thank you, Teh Novi. Pak Iqbal, maybe I have some idea because in university now how to say, like Pak Menteri, Mr. Nadiem Makarim has developed new way to study like Merdeka Belajar. Maybe our alumni association can also offer some various topic related to Merdeka Belajar. So our student from the university can also study within the developed program by our alumni association. So maybe
Okay,
that's enough. Thank you.
it's very good idea, Pak Awal, Mas Awal. So right now, just for information to Kaneko Sensei, that our very impressive Minister of Education, Culture, Research, and Technology of Indonesia is very young, and then he's very good idea to do like a Merdeka Belajar. Merdeka Belajar, that's mean Indonesian students in university has opportunity to get 3 semesters outside of the 5 semester in university. So that's mean our students in Indonesia from 4,000 higher education in Indonesia could take a course or sit in or a program that created by Hiroshima University. And also, we also in among 4,000 higher education in Indonesia can sharing knowledge with us. So I agree with the Mas Awal idea. So that's why if our webinar 4 times a year from Indonesian side and 4 times a year from Japanese side could put in, we will inform to Ministry of Education to put in Merdeka Belajar. Merdeka is mean, what is the
Freedom.
Merdeka?
Freedom to study.
Freedom. So they have opportunity to take anything course in the world, including Hiroshima University. So we can take this opportunity to endorse all of the university, all of the students in Indonesia to get anything from Hiroshima University.
Okay. So I think so far we already got 2 ideas. The first is the knowledge sharing by webinar or any other form. The second is about the exchange student, or may I call it exchange student for now?
No, it's not exchange students.
Okay, so what is it then?
Indonesian student can take like a workshop online from Hiroshima University, anything, including the culture promotion from Hiroshima University, because we will counting it as a credit to the students.
Okay, so it's about sending students to Indonesian students to Hiroshima University in the program of studying, freedom of studying, freedom of learning. That's the program we call it here in Indonesia.
Yeah.
So we have 2, I think, sectors so far. The first is the sharing knowledge. The second is education. Shall we talk about other sector like business, industries, or?
Yeah, seems like that. You can do also like that. So, for example, Indonesian University of Indonesia students from Faculty of Engineering would like to take some course in Hiroshima University or some training from Mazda corporate in Indonesia or Mazda in Hiroshima. So we need also endorsement from Hiroshima University,
right?
To announce all of the stakeholder of the industry of that have correlated with the Hiroshima University to our students through Hiroshima University Alumni Association in Indonesia.
Right. So we have many lecturers and professors here, I believe, from universities in Indonesia or even other countries. I think quite positively support this idea, I believe, on promoting the education for Indonesian students in Hiroshima University or Hiroshima, not just Hiroshima University, yeah, Hiroshima University, companies or any other, so that we give the opportunities for the students here. So any other sector other than education and sharing knowledge? What about business? What about industrial? Actually, we are running out of time for this topic, but just to give you more, maybe later at the end, if we still have time, we can repeat again this topic. But for now, maybe we can move to other sector other than education and knowledge sharing. Any ideas
From
from?
my side, the one possible,
Yeah,
direction is like kind of entrepreneur activities and
right.
joint like innovation related activity if we can explore. I mean, that's for the future discussion. But the university would like to have a very much interest in that.
All right. So entrepreneurship and innovation.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very
Yeah,
good idea. Very good idea.
right, right,
No.
right. Thank you, Professor Kaneko. Any comments from the audience? I invite. Okay,
Pak
Pak
Karmaji,
Karmaji.
raise hand,
Yeah,
please, Pak
please.
Karmaji.
Yes, thank you. Currently, I'm in charge of reforming the government policy related to salary and also pension reform. And that's why if all of us can help me to give give me comments or suggestions related to the reformation of the salary policy for the civil servant and also for the government as a whole. I think it's also very useful and beneficial for us because this is important issue for government of Indonesia to reform the salary program and also the pension program. And I myself give to my minister to finish this as soon as possible. So if Hiroshima alumni can help me for the near future, for example, during by the discussion online like
Yeah,
this.
so Karmal-san, this is broadly in general like consultancy services for the public policy agenda in Indonesia. So we can
Yes.
collectively help each other to formulate the policy or some of the kind of evidence-based decision making. We can jointly study and think about that.
Yes,
That's
thank you,
another
Kaneko.
area.
Right.
Yes,
So that can be one of the topic we can discuss in the form of a meeting or webinar or any other form. All right. So I'm curious about the entrepreneurship and innovation sector. Can someone elaborate on this? Give more ideas related to this, or Professor Kaneko yourself? Can you elaborate more about the entrepreneurship and innovation? Maybe for the last discussion for this topic.
Yeah, so this group is a venue for having some kind of open innovation dialogue and discussion, like pitch event. We invite the investors and also the university student professor share the idea and so on in Indonesian market or market in Japan. So the both ways.
Okay. Okay, it seems that all of this activity will can be shaped more how to say tangible if we have those forums first. So maybe as Pak Iqbal mentioned, the first activities will be webinars or meetings. So that, but maybe all of those webinars have each team. For example, entrepreneur and then education and then government policy, just mentioned by Mr. Karmaji, and then the any other topic. So we will start if we can know more what we can do in the collaboration if we already discuss more in detail later. So we will start with the webinars first. I can see that's the most possible we can do for now. All right. So shall we move to next topic just to save time, and then maybe at the end later, if we have more time, we can discuss more. Is it? Or Iqbal-san,
Yeah.
do you want to add some more comments? Yeah.
No, thank you. So we are waiting for the presentation from Mas Awal and Mas Sono, and then we can make some conclusion in the end of the session. Thank you. Nov.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. So once again, I invite you all to, if it's difficult for you to speak directly, you can type your comments on the chat box and we will read it for you. All right. So let's move on to the next topic. It's about the office staff and legal status of Indonesian chapter. First, Pak Iqbal, it's Sumarsono-sang first. Actually, we will talk about the office first, and then later the funding. Awal-sang will present as the last one. All right, so please, Sono-sang, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Novi-san, and greetings to Kaneko-sensei and team in Hiroshima. So here I would like to share the current situation, and I would like to ask all of Khalid's friends to give the opinion, suggestion. This is open question, not yes or no, but you can give any opinion based on this current condition. So the idea is building Indonesia chapter of Hiroshima University Alumni Association. So maybe in the future, next year, we will have our home digitally, like www.ihua.org.id. So like that. So why we need the organization? In simply, it's for building solid trust. So when we make any collaboration, because currently Hiroshima has 904 registered alumni in Indonesia, it means we have great collaboration power actually, if we can explore. So here I will share about 4 issues. First one is office location. Second one is staffing, legal status, and operation model. Okay. The current alternative, we have two. The first alternative is provided by Sumitomo Corporation, and yesterday just confirmed by my son. They can provide us the office space. And the second one is for the alternative is from the alumni, one of the alumni, similar, located in Sudirman area. So both alternative is located actually only take distance around 2.5 kilometers or around 10 minutes by car. Okay, if we make some small comparison between the alternative for the office, why office is important? Because our office will become our home. So this office will open to any alumni to come, and any entities, both in Japanese side or Indonesian side, who wants to collaborate with the alumni, because we have full of expertise here. In simplified, for the office itself, in Sumitmas, which is from the Sumitomo Corporation, they have a better offer in terms like premium building, including the most important one is proximity to Japanese entities. So if we want to collaborate with other Japanese entities like industry or NGO, it's highly possible compared to from the city law, from the elite tutors Indonesia. So here, 3 questions that would like to ask. If you have any other alternative or suggestion, is highly open. And how about the current condition? Currently, we only have 2. And the 3 is, how about the satellite office other than Jakarta? This is not yes or no question, but you can raise other opinion. Just simply type it, or you just simply raise it, your hand. The second one about the staffing. Staffing actually quite simple. There is only full-time and part-time. Okay, thank you, Seno-san. We will keep you to talk after the presentation. For the full-time, actually, we have the committed one compared to the part-time, which is less committed. And full-time, of course, is more expensive compared to the part-time. The problem with the full-time only need constant supervisory. Unlike the part-time, no need, because we just hire when we need, as simply as that. And then we have two mandatory competencies, like it should also good in Indonesian, English, and Japanese, and agreed on discipline, trustworthy, and reliable. Because he not only serve for the alumni and the hero died, but also the other partner that would like to work with us, either Japanese entities like company, NGO, or Indonesian side. There is two question that's still open. Is there any alternative? Maybe you can suggest us, or you can simply give the opinion about the current alternative. Okay, the third one, which is the biggest question, is the format of the organization. The format organization itself for the non-profit organization, there is two. One is foundation, we call it yayasan, and the second one is union, we call it himpunan or persatuan. The first one, foundation, highly recommended because it's public audited, which is highly trusted and acceptable for charity fund. So when we want to become the donor of any CSR activity, foundation is more recognizable, recognized by the bigger entities like giant corporation instead of union, because union no need to publicly audited, and foundation is more regulated. So still we have open question about this kind of alternative. It's highly open. You can give any suggestion, because the next issue about the operation model, it will be strongly related to selected activity and budgeting that will be later discussed by my friend Awaludin-san. Okay, thank you. And maybe Novi-san, Seno-san want to raise question?
Yeah, I think just, Seno-san, could you please unmute your microphone? You can give the comments directly. Seno-san? You just click raise hand, so apparently you want to say something. Can you please unmute your microphone? If not, then maybe Professor Kaneko, any comments?
Yeah, well, I have one question. I mean, this alternative building that you showed this time, what is this? I mean, this is a commercial building?
Oh, yes. This is a commercial building located in Sudirman area.
So your idea is that this alumni association will rent the room space?
Actually, not rent. They will provide. We currently not yet get the exactly years that permitted by the Sumitomo Corporation, but for the Elite Tutors Indonesia can give 2 years.
Oh, really?
No need to rent. That's the donation.
And then what's the donation? What's the in-kind contribution? So what's the space?
Yeah, space. Yeah.
So how large or how is a room? Or what's the space? The size of the space?
Currently, I expect for the next 2 years we need to set up like legal entity. So the legal entity needs at least 2 two people.
Two people,
So the
office
space, two
space.
people. Yeah.
Ah,
So
okay.
the space for the two people. And why 2 years? Because 2 years is needed to make a domicile letter. So any legal entities need this kind of letter. So why at least we need 2 years.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Seno-san.
yeah, okay, Seno-san is here. Can you please unmute your microphone?
Okay. I have a question to Dr. Sumarsono. It is my friend in one laboratory. So I think Mr. Sono recognized my background. I think it's our laboratory. Okay, my question is very simple. It is just a three meeting, online meeting with the alumni, but why we have to some office? What the necessary of office? It is necessary for us to have office, physically office, to running our activity. It is the question is very simple. The necessity of the office. Thank you.
Okay, good. That's a good question. First one, the office is needed when we set up the legal entity. That's one. The second one is to build solid trust. When the organization has no office, it means we doesn't know, is it the organization real or not? That's the second one. So when we doesn't have the both legal entity and solid trust to other potential partner, so we cannot have any possible, we cannot explore any possible collaborative action, like maybe we can have any corporation with the other Japanese entities, like maybe Sumitomo Corporation, or maybe we have possible cooperation with the Indonesian entities, like maybe Astra Group. They need our expertise. That's the two issues.
Okay.
And in the end, the office run by the staff will daily make the maybe routine activity. So that's why currently only two people office space is needed. So to satisfy both issues.
Yeah, well, the other reason from Hiroshima University, I didn't really count like how many professors and students visit annually to Jakarta. Before, I think COVID-19, there are so many visits, and many professors has their own project in Jakarta or in Indonesia. So there is a possibility to have a small space, or they put their kind of resources for the project in one location. And we encourage them to visit that space, office, if we have it in Jakarta, and that significantly, facilitates some communications, and that might create a lot of additional opportunity for future collaboration. And the other idea that we are encouraging industry in Hiroshima to share some space for like kind of kiosk type of information hub, that we can put all those information on one location that promote in general HU and also Hiroshima industry. So that's another reason that I'm thinking that we might better to have one specific location as our office. Thank you.
Thank you. I think it's very
But
clear.
but I'm sorry. I have one question again. But how about the cost, or how to maintain the office, and how we can calculate the benefit versus the cost of for this office?
So at the moment, the strategy to have a free space for 2 years in the form of like a kind of contribution. So one is Sumitomo Group, and the other one is, I don't know, the city lofts who are the supplier to this donation, but that's a kind of initial stage. And then later on, we want to be financially independent to finance the space, office spaces.
Yeah, because the most critical time only the first 2 years.
I understand. I understand for the explanation from Mr. Sumarsono about the critical time for 2 years. I understand. Thank you.
Okay, so you, all of you are welcome to give ideas on this office topic, and not just that, actually about the staff as well, how to recruit and then how to manage this office later. So we have two options so far: the Sumitmas by Sumitomo or City Loft in kind share by Elite Tutors from Sono-san actually. So this office is for administration and also for the, maybe not just the space for the staff but also meeting rooms then.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
But
any other?
currently, I don't know about the Summit Mas, but in Elite Tutors, there is a meeting room can accommodate up to 15 people.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other idea on this related to office and staff of this association, secretariat? Regarding the financing or the funding, that's the third topic that will be discussed and chaired by Awa-san. So I give one more chance maybe for this topic. Maybe later at the end we will have like a mixed topic discussion, Kaneko Sensei. Since maybe we can complete this by around 10, and then later we will open the discussion for all the topics. It seems like some people still maybe thinking and try to digest what's going on.
Yeah,
All right.
we can move on the third topic while
Okay,
then people are thinking. Yeah.
Okay, let's move to the third topic. Is the funding that will be chaired by Awaluddin Sang. Please, time is yours.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Teh Novi. Good morning, everyone, and Kaneko Sensei, and also all of the participants, Hirodai alumni, wherever you are. I hope all of you in a good health, especially during this pandemic. My name is Awaluddin Durmianto. I graduated from Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, Hiroshima University at 2017. So in the next 20 minutes, please allow me to lead you in an open discussion about the financial support, funding source, funding management related to our alumni association. Because we only have limited time, so I will start with the first question. So, I'm sorry. Okay. So first question is about the funding source. We need your comment or suggestion. Yeah, what is the possible funding source for our alumni association? Maybe from the membership fee, like entrance fee or annual fee, or there are also possibility to get fund from the donation, maybe from private, from industry or other sector. Or if you have other funding source, like stated by Kaneko Sensei before, how about policy consultancy or entrepreneurial activities? Maybe you can suggest that kind of activity. But the biggest question is how much the membership fee that we should, that we should offer, and also what kind of activity that trigger the donation, maybe in kind or in other benefit. This is also a big question for us. So this is the first question that I will invite all of your comment and suggestion. And then the second question is how to manage the fund itself. What kind of model that we should adapt? Maybe we can use like a conventional management that easy to manage based on the program or activity, but we know that there is no reserve fund. If we want to financially stable, maybe we should adapt the other type of fund management. Maybe we can develop as an endowment fund, maybe to get more sustainable. But once again, it's require complex management and also high commitment. So it's depend on our activity and what type of the model that we want to adopt. So the second question is this. I invite all of you to give your comment and suggestion. Yeah, I just because this is open discussion. Before the discussion, I will point out some point that maybe you consider in the discussion. So I think there are a lot of wide range of funding sources. Yeah, like I said before, maybe we can get from the private or membership or other. So it's depend on the state of our alumni. It's depend on our cultural, our organizational structure, because it's depend on us. And also, I think that there is no one size fit at all for the funding program. Every model have advantage and disadvantage, but the important is we should choose what model that we should adapt. And the last one, because the funding is very important to run the organization, so the funding commitment is highly required to develop a robust alumni association. I also take a part in engineering consultant. Sometimes when the client asks me, I just ask whether form follow budget or budget follow the form. So maybe I need your suggestion. Yeah, please give us because in this webinar or in this discussion, we as a not a member committee but a voluntary make a list about the possible way to get the fund and what is the possible model to manage the fund. But the choice maybe will be decided later by all of us. Thank you for. I think that's all for me, Tehanovi.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's simple and
Okay, thank you very much, Sam, for introducing. Yeah. So you deliver two ideas, not ideas, I mean two issue. The first is the membership fee, and the second is the funding source, other funding sources, which can be how to say continuous support from some maybe government or private companies. And the third one, maybe when we organize some event, we can also have some support special for that event, like a sponsor. But maybe, I mean, not regular donation or not regular funding support, but more like event sponsorship maybe also can be included. That's my idea. Okay, so we open this topic for discussion. So anyone can give a comments. Maybe first from Kaneko Sensei first. Do you have any comments on this?
Yeah, well, thank you very much. So I think one more, if I would add then some kind of, the dynamic process. I mean, we can go some like kind of step-by-step basis. And so that we can start from some very simple model from the very beginning to have a minimum cost, to have a kind of, minimum staff for maintaining the office and starting the initial activities. And while also doing and continuing those, I mean, we can somehow enlarge the members and also the commitment, and we achieve it. And then we try to have also the bigger donation and funding. And it's all up to the kind of, the potential of the group as a influential group to the, industry or government in the society. If this group become very influential, I see a lot of potential to be donated. So we can go step by step, I think.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And to make this organization influential, we need to have a very high quality of activities that give benefits for both sides, Indonesia and Hiroshima. And we need you all here because we have so many Hiroshima University alumni, actually at least 900 students since 1989 until 2019. So we have so many alumni in different with different background and now working on different field that I believe can contribute and give ideas how to make this association be beneficial for all of us. So yeah, talking about the funding for now, any other idea from the floor? Maybe Iqbal-san, do you want to add some more comments on this funding issue?
Not yet, Novi. But I agree with the Kaneko Sensei said that we have to take to manage the fund management step by step from the easy one to the difficult one. So it's coming from the first level of the.
So I believe some of our audience may wondering if there are membership fees, like what we pay for. So what we pay for can be answered by your contribution. I mean, your ideas, what kind of activities that we will do with this in this association. Like Awal-san mentioned, the budget will be based on what kind of activity that we will do. So and all of you will get the benefit from this association, and to get that, then you please give your ideas and suggestion on all of these topics today. Maybe from you, Awa-san, you want to add something first before, because I haven't read any additional comments from anyone on the chat or even raise hand.
I think it's open discussion, so I need the suggestion because this idea is just came from my point of view. So I need your suggestion.
Right. We have done some research by conducting some questionnaires, right, for Kaneko Sensei, but it's quite a long time ago, so we need to refresh or update opinion or comments from the all of you. Okay, now we have one here from Soiful-san. Is there any financial support from Hiroshima University, or is the organization self-financed by members? Okay, maybe Awa-san can give comments on this, or sorry, Kaneko Sensei.
Yeah. So firstly, I think this is another very important topic, how we define the relationship to Hiroshima University. So the financial support or financial contribution from Hiroshima University is depending on that definition, how we define the relationship. So that's I think I would say there is a possibility, but at the moment it is depending on the definition. And as I said, if a lot of professors has their own project in Indonesia, if they can utilize that office function or alumni association as a part of their project, you can collect some fee from that project. So that's another indirect contribution from Hiroshima University.
Novi?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm sorry. So that's why I'm raised this some question before we conclude how to manage the fund. So this is the question has to be answered in this discussion. Thank you.
Right. So the identity of the organization, the relation with Hiroshima University, and with the later maybe I can say supporters or partners of this association are very important to define how all of these stakeholders, I can say, contribute regarding the funding. Thank you very much to Soiful-san for raising this topic. If you want to say directly, you can also unmute your microphone. If you want to add some comments.
Farida-san raised the hand.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Farida-san, do you want to? Yeah, please.
Sorry. Wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm on outside now, so maybe the signal is not really good. But it's okay. Can you? Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay. I just want to share about the collaboration. Okay, I will introduce myself to Kaneko Sensei. I'm Farida, a graduate from Advanced Sciences of Matter at 2019. And until now, we already have a collaboration research with Nakashimada Sensei and Tajima Sensei. And we already have a workshop together before pandemic happened. And then after pandemic happened, we empathy, there is no activity. And this year we start to arrange the research collaboration apply with a SATREP project. SATREP project is the Science and Technology Research Partnership for Sustainable Development. Because Tajima Sensei invite us to do research collaboration, so we make the MOU, and we already finished all. And Tajima Sensei said that maybe at least before 8 November, he will submit the application. And in this collaboration, we want to do research about improvement of biomass valorization using commercial crops in Indonesia. And I see the budget, the funding in this SATREP project is big. And you know, in Indonesia, there is like a transfer from researcher to the one organization, big one organization, BRIN. So maybe we can yeah, if we get the grant, I hope all of you can join in this group, because this group in this project, I mean, because this project is big, not only about research but also development of the human resources. So maybe we can start. Let we pray we can get this project for the first our funding. So from this project we can do more in the future, like this. Yeah, that is I can share for now. Thank you, Novi-san.
Thank you. We got your point. So I think it's a very good idea regarding the funding. It's not only the how to say donation from our partners, but also membership fee. But also this one mentioned by Farida-san is the funding from some project. So if we have collaboration project, that project may also support association by sharing some.
Yeah.
Yes, that's your point,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah. We can start from this project. So let us pray to get this grant for our first project in this association.
So Faida-san, for your reference, we have ongoing SATRE project already.
Yes,
and then
already,
we have
Sensei.
also some other kind of collaborative partner with multiple, SATRE project in Indonesia.
Yeah.
So if you can add one more project into that list, we might have a lot of possibility to jointly utilize this new institution. So thank you very much.
Hi, Sensei.
Thank you,
So,
Novi.
Novi-san?
Novi?
yeah.
Okay.
Who's first? Maybe Pak Iqbal. You want to say
Yes,
something?
thank you. That's why the information from Farida-san and also the information from Kaneko Sensei suggests that we need again one. I said mobile-friendly content, so we can get any information quickly. So I believe among 900 alumni in Indonesia right now has maybe a project like Farida-san do it. But we didn't know because we have no like Instagram or something like that or mobile friendly content. I already see in several university in United States. I don't want to compare university students alumni in another country, but I see on that mobile content, they have really a good connection with the alumni in very short time. All of the activity in Hiroshima and all of the alumni in Indonesia could send the report or send the information in that mobile friendly content. I mean, in the one application.
Iqbal-san, thank you. I think that's a very, very important and very nice suggestion. So let's try to learn some of the successful cases from the other country or other university. So your idea is really, I think, helpful. Definitely, we try to find a way to implement this. So thank you very much.
Yes.
Novi-san. So,
who is it?
yeah. So maybe we should back. Maybe we should back to this slide. So yeah, this is not a yes or no question, but in order to start our association, we need some like base foundation, something like that. Yeah. So maybe what do you think? Yeah. In the previous webinar, we already shared the questionnaire, and most of the participants agree that maybe we can pay about 200,000 rupiah, something like that. It's about how much, or should we make like a membership fee, require obligatory or something like that, or just donation, or because it's depend on our activity. So we need after this maybe we can conclude what is the kind of source that we should get from the alumni.
Right. So we are now doing brainstorming, right? Trying to collect the ideas from where the money we can get. So we already got the idea from the collaboration project between us and Hiroshima University, or maybe other company in Hiroshima. And those, even myself, actually, I have my own collaboration with Professor Matsumura, Yukihiko Matsumura. Maybe later I will also think with my team about how to support this association from my side. But so not just SATREPS, not just my research project like mine, any other collaboration project that's ongoing, maybe later in the future, also can include Indonesian Hiroshima University Alumni Association as part of those that you support from your project. So that's a very good point. And also the one mentioned by Pak Iqbal is to facilitate the communication in an easier way between the alumni and this organization. So we need something to, I think we already have the website and maybe some other, I'm not so, I don't remember very detailed, but I think we already have some, and maybe we need some social media account or something, but to facilitate to collect the information from the alumni continuously, right, Pak Iqbal? So we can know those kind of project.
I mean, it seems like it seems like WhatsApp group, not WhatsApp. That information can come in anytime from Hiroshima University and from alumni, and we get information is very quickly. That's the point. So whatever the application name, but I suggest, because I believe that a student from engineering, faculty of engineering can make some application. It's very simple application that we can get any information from both sides. And then if you would like to make some announcement or report, not only to Indonesian Alumni Association, but that application we can share to another country alumni association. So anything from Africa, from Malaysia, from Philippines, so we can communicate. We can make communicating. We can communicate with another alumni and share experience. So we, all of the family of Hiroshima University, so we will show to the world that we are the alumni of Hiroshima University. It's not only coming from Indonesia, but also coming from another country in the world. Thank you.
Right, and actually this event is open for everyone, not just Indonesian, but also other alumni, right? So, and right, so we need something to make the communication more smoothly. So far, I think what I know is only email and the website, but maybe we need something else to also facilitate the flow of ideas from our alumni. We'll think about that. So later we will need some team, right? Special team or volunteers. So far we already have, but we will need later who take care of those communication and some other how to say work to do by a special team later maybe. So now I will read a comment from Widi-san. He said, I suggest that we have endowment fund to run our organization sustainable over the years. If we can have grants, I think it's good for endowment for the endowment fund for the relationship with Hiroshima University. I think we can become partner who promote Hiroshima University, facilitate if you want to conduct research in Indonesia and some other mutual programs. So yeah, we already mentioned about the endowment, and any comments maybe from Awal-san first, who delivered the topic regarding the endowment?
Yeah, I think the endowment of fund, it's good and it's sustainable, but it's require high commitment, and then it's depend on our structure organization itself and our focus. So because I think we should define what is our organization looks like, and after that we can also design what kind of a fund management that we want to apply. And maybe the other question is, if we want to make like endowment of fund, what kind of the fund source? Not only from the project, or we should take like an annual cost or not, or we should open donation or maybe fundraising or other activity that can increase the endowment of fund. And then who will be managed in charge of the investation on this endowment and fund, because I'm not expert in this one. So we need like from maybe Pak Widi from Ministry of Finance maybe.
Ministry of Finance.
Okay,
so we need to have the entity first, and then maybe do the fundraising. That's also a very good idea. Fundraising, I think it's good. We open and be supported by anyone who wants to support us, like crowdfunding, something like that. That's also a nice idea. Of course, we have to start with what will we do first with the activities.
Yes.
And regarding the fees, I think Awal-san is
I agree with you, Mbak Novi, that we have to do first activities, because the activities will generate the budget. It's not budget generate the activities. So we have to thinking first about the activities, and we will make it some announcement about how to manage the fund, etc.
Right. Okay. So we have somebody raise hand here. Actually, we have only 11 minutes left. Are we going to exceed the time, or are we stick on 10:30 schedule, Professor Kaneko?
Yeah, we can
stick on the schedule. We want to complete by 10:30, right?
Yeah, try to finish 5 minutes plus.
All right. So, Seno-san, could you please wait, because I would like to hear from Professor Hassan. Do you want to add some comments regarding all of the topic we talked today? Before I just don't want to run out of time before you talk, so I want to give a special time for you.
I don't have much to say. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. I've been watching this discussion and listening to it very carefully with great interest and great admiration for what you are doing. You are the pioneers, really. And the pioneers often put their bodies on barbed wire and bleed for the others. I'm not asking you to do that. What I am seeing is that you are pioneers establishing an enterprise here that is clearly rooted in the philosophy that Hiroshima University is promoting, one on peaceful, sustainable development. And that really has got to be our main mantra in what we are doing, in how we interact with each other and develop a relationship with the alma mater, the university, and ourselves, what we benefit from them and how we put back into the institution as a global community of alumni, as has been pointed out by various people. So I'm very, very pleased to see this. I think the issue of funding, etc., will slowly come as you mature as an organization. I've seen this both in the alumni associations in the United States and also internationally that I've worked over the last 50 years. And so this will come. There are many little tricks, right? I mean, you can have a membership, but you can say that for every dollar that you raise through membership, you will challenge Sumitomo or some other corporation to give you matching funds so that you can double or triple or multiply it several times, the donations that come in through membership. So don't think of membership just as dues through which you just derive some products, but rather as a mechanism for leveraging resources, really. So all of that will come. I'm very confident about that. I'm overall extremely pleased. I'm hearing you all say that you want to formalize a charter for the Indonesia Alumni Association for Hiroshima University. I think that is a great move. You will set an example of things that you will do. And as has been pointed out, it is the actions that you take over the next year, things that you promote collaboratively, both within amongst yourselves and then with others, that would really lead to credibility for you, that will sustain you in the long term. And I think you have a very bright future then in that regard. So thank you for allowing me to join this conversation. I'm extremely pleased to see the charter is being slowly matured and accepted. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Professor Hassan. We looking forward to your continued support for this association. All right, so back to the discussion. I would like to
I can say that,
you want to say something?
Novi-san, I can say that as my contribution, I'm willing to put up $100 as my contribution to the initial membership without any comment, so long as you generate $1,000 against that $100 through some matching funds.
Oh, that's very great to hear. Thank you very much, Professor Hassan, for your very great support. Thank you. We are very grateful. All right. So I would like to allow Senosa to unmute your microphone.
Okay.
You want to say something?
Okay. I only share my opinion. I still
Please.
confused about this discussion. I think this is so complicated for me. We will establish the alumni associations, but we talk about many things. So I think the importance not about endowment, not about how much to 200,000 or 300,000 or 100,000, but the fund resource we can get, and then for who, for what, it's most important. But I think it's I still confused because the alumni association
Right.
I think is easy, but we discuss, I think in my opinion, so complicated. So I still confused about this discussion. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you, Seno-san. That's exactly what we are doing, trying to, how to say, making this complicated issue to become solved or answered. So this is just the second, I can say, because we already have 3 meetings, but the second one was webinar. So the first one we discussed about the association, and this is just the second one to open the forum. So that's why we have so many. Even the first topic of by Iqbal Sam, is I already said yesterday that will be very long discussion because we have so many ideas, so many maybe suggestions that we want to do with this association, and 1.5 hours won't be enough, I believe. And now we have 3 topics, so I believe this is very short, but this is the brainstorming, Seno-san. So this is the chance for us all to say our comments, and then later, of course, we will have following meetings to discuss more further in details regarding the activities, the funding, as well as the office. So this is just the beginning. Don't worry, we will continue discussing on the what kind of activities. We already throw some ideas today, and we will keep shaping. It will take times to make this association will have a more rigid, not rigid, more established form. So we need you to keep following and give suggestions in the future. All right. Sorry, I was the one who answered this comment.
Okay, no problem. Thank you,
And
thank you.
who raised the question? Who raised hand just now? Oh yeah, but Triona-san, can you
Yes,
please
yes, me. Okay.
maybe
Yes.
yeah
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
can you
I'm
say
Triano
briefly,
Basuki.
please?
Okay. Could you see hear my voice? My voice is clear or not?
Yeah.
Yes, clear, clear.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm Triano Basuki,
Clear.
graduated from Faculty Graduate School of Science. Uh, I'm going to give just 2 short comment on the regarding the the presentation. The first is about the program. I think the members of this association is our most important thing. So because we can use or utilize our member to participate in our activities. So that way, my suggestion is we have to have like a very good database of alumni. So uh, I think the first is we have to, for example, because I think the objective of this association is to facilitate the partnership or collaboration among the members, and also between the member and maybe with Hiroshima University or other institutions. So first we have to know what is the for example, the expertise of our member. So that's why we have to, for example, we have to make a good database which easy for us to know maybe we have to classify, for example, the membership, the member expertise. At first, for example, we have to make a general classification. For example, someone who works in the research field, and maybe the second classification, someone who works in the development field, for example, someone who works in the public sectors. So that way we can uh, uh, make a special event for them, for example, or to initiate the collaboration among them. This is one suggestion from me. The second one is about the decision-making process in this organization. So we are talking so many about very important things. For example, about funding, about the programs, about the form of the organization. But I don't know how to make a decision. Is it will be making by only the committee, or we will involve everyone to make a decision? So my suggestion is one of the easy way is by using, for example, online questionnaire that distributed to all members, so that way we can grab all the opinion from all members. So for example, by doing such event like today, we only can get a very few opinion from maybe from 2 or 3%. So that we cannot know clearly what is the opinion of all members. So that's why we need specific tools that make us easy to understand the will of the member. So we have to approach bottom up, not top down, I think, in order to increase the the feeling of the ownership to this association. I'm really appreciate for this initiation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you so much, Riono-san. We got your points. The first one is about the updated database. I think we already have that. The one that I ever saw is 2019, but maybe from Hiroshima University and maybe others also have some more updated information. So we already have the database. And then regarding the, of course, we need to keep updating that in the future. Thank you very much for raising that point. And then the next one is about the who make the decision making, right? Who do the decision making? So today is brainstorming. We don't have the organization structure yet. So there, as far as I know, so this is the chance to make to open the forum so everyone can give a suggestion, and then it's based on the forum so far for the decision making. Of course, later Professor Kaneko also can add more points. And then regarding the questionnaire, we already did some questionnaires also related to some topic of today that ever done, I think 6 months ago or something like that. And then maybe later in the future, yes, I think I agree. Future questionnaire can be done as well for upcoming issues. And then, yes, this forum is very limited. That's why we have the committee and then founding people who initiate this organization, and we will keep communicating. But this forum is the chance to give everyone opportunity to give suggestion. That's why I said you can also say on the chat box, and we also will copy this chat box and save as a reference for the opinion and suggestion from you all. And not just that, maybe in the future we will also make some other forum after we get the summary from this meeting. We will get some how to say next upcoming meeting to again give the opportunity to everyone to give the opinions, and hopefully there will be a future questionnaire as the, because we already did the previous one, and then we may have some more issues in the future, and we will also do questionnaire to give everyone the same opportunity to give suggestion. All right, maybe that's from me. Any comments from Professor Kaneko for this?
Yeah, well, thank you very
Questions
much.
and
I think
comments?
both of those points are very important, and you know, we pick up kind of critical 3 topics today, just for the kind of you know the time limitation and availability of the space of the discussion. But those are also very important and to be open for the further questions. One thing that I would like to, emphasize that we need to somehow design our new institution in the digital, future society. So as what we are indeed are doing this, we haven't really done this kind of a partnership with the alumni before. So this is a very good example that we are entering a new type of new era, I mean, the digital future societies. So the bottom-up decision-making is one of the very important suggestions that I think most of those existing alumni associations have never been adopted. I mean, this is physically impossible before. But now we might find some way to pick up those bottom-up voices into the top, collective decision-making. And so a lot of innovative new way of forming a new institution can be possible. That's why we are very much appreciate your contribution for the discussion, and then try to find a very innovative new form of alumni association. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. So, Professor Kaneko, we have just 1 minute left.
Yeah, thank you.
To 10:35.
Yeah.
Shall we come to?
Yes, so thank you very much. I firstly like to appreciate Nobi-san and the other 3 presenters for your excellent job. Although, I mean, we haven't really had enough time to prepare, but then I really impressed your excellent preparation and your, great job today. And also I'd like to thank you for all participants, and especially for those who have, given a lot of very important comments and suggestions. I very much appreciate. So as I said at the very beginning, this is in the process of continuous effort for making a new challenging institution. So I really hope that this discussion will be leading to some kind of specific kind of, form of new institution establishment in near future, I really, appreciate, would like to encourage you to continue to commit this new form of alumni association. So thank you very much again for your time and great contribution to the discussion today. So thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Professor Kaneko. So, ladies and gentlemen, all of you, alumni of Hiroshima University and all invited guests, and from Hiroshima University staff, thank you very much for your participation. Yes, all of us agree the time is very, very limited for such a lot of topics we want to discuss about this association. That's why, please keep in touch and stay tuned on the next discussion or maybe forum. We will share to you through website or any or emails or any other way of communication. Maybe later the committee members and some of you who want to join, maybe we can discuss further about what's next to do after this. So and then also most importantly to keep opening the chance from the bottom up that keep mentioning previously, the bottom up aspiration or ideas, so everyone, all the alumni have the same opportunity to give suggestions and ideas for the best of this organization. So we welcome all of you all to make this association to have to give benefit from everyone. So not just the founders, the committees, but all of you, any of you, wherever you are. Let's keep communicating, and then hopefully we will have more progress in the next discussion. And please keep checking your emails as well, because Hiroshima University send email every time we have a next event. And maybe we can also continue by informal talk, among us, by WhatsApp or any other, maybe Facebook or any other tools that we can keep sharing our thoughts. That's all from me. Thank you very much for joining. By this, I close this discussion. Thank you very much. Stay safe and have a good day. Enjoy your weekend.